we are live. So this is from Dr. Paul's notes. Dr. Paul Dawkins. I was talking to him this morning. He gave me permission to utilize his information here. So this is my teacher, Dr. Paul. Let me show you a picture because you guys need to understand who this guy is. This guy's not only a nice guy, he's like a genius. So here is a picture of him back when I remember him. Okay. So I know this is blurry, but wait, here's a better photo. This is how he looked when I took his class. This would be like 2002. So 18 years ago, 17 years ago. I think I took it in the fall of 2002. So 18 years ago. I guess he looks like this now. Okay. So he's kind of aged a bit, but he was a genius. Now, the reason why I love Dr. Paul is because, see, I was a real screw up, right? I was bad at math. I had failed all my math classes, and I was just a bad kid, all right? I was always in trouble. I was that kid that's always getting written up. Okay, you know who you are. I mean, I'm not talking to anybody in this room, but if you're that person, you know who you are. So anyway, I wanted to be in his calculus class. Y'all know what calculus is? It's the real high-end math, right? It's like Algebra 10, right? You're in Algebra 1. Well, anyway, I hadn't even taken algebra. I had dropped out of the class. You can drop out of classes in college. And I had dropped out of it, and then I'd failed it. And then I was going to drop out a third time. But my girlfriend was a genius. All right, she was a genius. She got a 1600 on the SAT at 16 years old. She was a true genius, and she was in his calculus class when she was 16 years old. I was 16, she was 16. She was in calculus, I was in remedial math, okay, learning how to add and subtract, because I was a dumbo, all right? Honestly, I was. So I was a knucklehead for sure. Whoops, I leaned on something. All right, so I went to Dr. Paul Dawkins, and I said, sir, I know that this class is 1,000 miles above my intellectual pay grade, but will you please write me a little exemption form so I can enroll in your class? And he said, why? And I said, I'm going to be honest with you, sir, because my girlfriend's in there. And I want to have class with my girlfriend. So he looked at me and goes, well, how are you going to do the work? You can't even like add 2 and 2. You're a moron. And I said, don't worry, man. I'm going to just pay like seniors to do it for me. There were some seniors at the college who were really smart, and they said for $50 a week, we'll do all your homework. Okay? So he looked at me and he's like, okay. And he signed the whole form and he let me get into his class. So that's when I knew that Dr. Paul Dawkins was not only a great mathematician, but also a great teacher, because sometimes those sorts of things are important to kind of be chill about. Okay, and then we broke up, so the story just kind of ends in total misery. Wah. Okay, but here we go. Yeah, I don't advise it because I got caught and I got expelled. So I got thrown out of college. It's a long story, sir. But it's a long road with many a winding turn. Okay. Basically, when I turned about 25, I got my head finally situated out of where it was. and on top of my head, my neck where it belongs. Okay, I had to take the hard road every time. That was me. Okay, Mackenzie, are you okay? I was concerned about your health. Are you ready to learn? Okay. Alana, can you check her temperature? So we need to identify A, B, and C when we do these quadratics. It's important. What's A? 1. What's B? What's C? Okay. I need two numbers that add to equal -5 and multiply to equal -14. Say it. -7 and +2, right? See? -7 plus 2 is -5. -7 times 2 is -14. Now, how do I solve it, Jonathan? Okay? So if it asks you for the factors, these are the factors. Whoops. Here's your factors. If it asks you for the answers or the solutions, there are your solutions. If it asks you for the x-intercepts, that's these. Okay? 7, 0, and -2, 0. What's the y-intercept? -14. You can read it right off the equation. See that? This equation is written, ladies and gentlemen, in standard form. Can you say standard form for me? That's not what I meant. Can you tell me what standard? Thank you, Nathan. A x squared plus bx plus c equals 0. Oh my God. That's like when I say, when you put on there, write your name, there's always someone who turns in their paper and it says your name. You took the directions very literally, yes. I can't believe that happened. Oh, I'm so glad it's recorded. When y'all are seniors and really smart, I'm going to play that for y'all. Okay? I'll play it for y'all. No, you can't, because the only audio input is right here. You'll hear this bop, bop, bop. Well, I think that was loud enough that it'll be on the recording. Yeah. All right, let's do another one. But this time, let's cheat. Hey, can a couple people make sure everybody has a calculator? We're not going to have time for Desmos today. We're not going to have time for Desmos today, but we can all have time for calculator. John, I want you to do it because I know you know how to do it by hand. You're the one person, right? You're that unique individual that I'm going to have to force to use the machine. I'm proud of you for that, sir. It makes me proud, but I need you to know how to do it with the technology. No, you just use a regular calculator. Now, here's the problem. Nathan told us standard form is ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. This is not in standard form because the -50 over there on the right side screws it all up. Okay? What rhymes with walking but starts with a T that we're not allowed to do in this class? And what are y'all doing? Mm-hmm. So would you por favor not? All right. So now how do I get this guy to go over here? Plus 50 on both sides. So now I have x squared plus 15x plus 50 equals 0. What we're going to do is stick this entire thing right here, just this part, into y1. Okay, so it's going to be like y1 equals x squared plus 15x plus 50. So make sure to clear the memory on your calculator. Second plus 7, 1, 2. Oh, come on. 2. Then go to y equals, and then put it in x squared plus 15x plus 50. X squared plus 15x plus 50. And then hit grep. Wow. Guys, we can read the answer right here. -5, -6, -7, -8, -10, right? -5 and -10. Could y'all all see that on your calculators? All right. So let's go back to Paul's notes. Dr. Paul, okay, like Dr. Phil, only for math. There it is. See? We did it. We did it. We did it. Hey, this is like Blue's Clues, right? We did it. We did it. We did it. Oh, that's Dora. Sorry. Whatever. Whatever. I just remember, here's the mail. It never fails. It makes me want to wag my tail. When it comes, I want to yell, mail! Eerie. Eerie. Matthew. Right? Is he dead? Matthew, do you need life-saving defibrillator technology? I think he's probably so cringe right now that his skin is all turned to goosebumps. Right? Okay. The compromise is he's been chewing gum the entire period and haven't said anything. So we got the cringe factor that you have to endure as payment for chewing gum in my class. It's okay, as long as you don't leave it stuck to the bottom of the desk. Ladies and caballeros, let's do this one. Hang on, I'm going to paste it into OneNote. I'm going to paste it into OneNote. This is number 3. Okay, remember we're going to let technology help us. So first I have to subtract 11y and add 28. We can do this step all at once. Minus 11y plus 28. Basically this whole thing cancels out and I have y squared minus 11y plus 28. Put this into y equals, but change out the y's for x's. Okay, I'm actually going to write out what I want you to put in. X squared minus 11x plus 28. Put that into y equals. Okay. 4 and 7. Okay, done. We already did that. Let's do another one. I want to do one where the leading coefficient is not 1. Like this one. Perfect. Okay, if you're catching up, we're moving on. All right, we're already moving on. It doesn't matter. It's more of do we understand how to do it, and we don't really care about the actual answer. So here we go. Now, first, guys, we're going to have to move some stuff around. I will add. Whoa, hold up. I'm going to add 6x squared to both sides and subtract 7 from both sides, all at once. Okay, so that's inverse operations. So I'll do minus 7 plus 6x squared. Cancel all that out to get 0. And now I've got 6x squared plus 19x minus 7, right? This goes into y1. 6x squared plus 19x minus 7. 6x squared plus 19x. Was it minus 7? Minus 7. Don't press that negative sign. Okay. When you're ready, we're going to hit graph. Now, there's a problem. Here's the problemo. Let me zoom in. Y'all are driving me crazy with the talking. Let me zoom in. The problem is these aren't crossing at little dash marks, so we can just read it. So here's how you do this. You ready to learn something cool? This is how you cheat. Pay attention. If you haven't watched anything today, watch this. Let me clear this key history. You ready? And remember, this is being recorded, so you can watch this later. Hit second, trace, 2, and now click the left arrow key until you see this little blinking cursor pop up. You're going to have to click it a lot, like 50 times. Just keep clicking, and don't click so fast that you skip. There. See it? Keep clicking till you can see yours. Now, go just one click above the x-axis. Why are you playing with your hair instead of doing it? Okay. Unnamed genius student, could you just focus? Okay, raise your hand if your thing looks like this. Okay, I'm gonna go. So you hit enter, and then you put the right bound below the x-axis. Then you hit guess. What's a 0? What's the answer? What's the solution? Negative 3.5. Okay? Well, then we probably have something entered wrong. Now we're going to hit second trace 2 again, and this time we're going to find this other one. So just go over until you've positioned the cursor. This time our left boundary is below the x-axis. Here it comes. I'm watching that y value. There we go. Okay. Left bound, right bound, enter, guess. What's 0.333 as a fraction? 1/3. So it's negative 3.5 or negative 7/2, 1/3. Let's check Dr. Paul and see if we were right. Okay. Boom, shakalaka. Eerie. Very eerie. You guys did great today. I will be on live stream and Discord from 6 to 9. That's when the real learning is going to happen. So please join so you can get all of these questions answered. Okay? Yes, sir. Remember to download Calculate 84, Taculator, or Wabbit Emu so you can practice on your phone. Leave everything on your table, like your calculators and stuff. I know you guys are doing good to put them up, but the next class is going to need them. So just, if you take your math journal home, make sure to bring it back tomorrow. Okay? I'll hold off on recording zeros for now on test grades. I understand. It went fast because we had fun, right? It's good. Have a great day, everybody.